Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm at New Orleans International Airport, KMSY, and I'm going to be flying from New Orleans to Costa Rica, A320. Okay, so right now I'm at the gate and getting baggage loaded, things like that. I'll be calling for a pushback shortly, and this will be live weather, and time is not live because right now it is 12:53 a.m. where I'm at here in Mississippi. So I want it to be a daylight flight. So right now it's I believe it's set it for about 10 a.m. So yeah, so we're getting things ready here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start the airplane. I went through before starting engine checklist. Now I'm just gonna kind of briefly go through this here, and throttles are at idle, so we good there. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this on start, ignition, and get these engines on here and confirm them stabilize. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh wait, I think we have them coming up now, or about to. Well, let me check. Start and run. So yeah, let me see. I've never had an issue starting the plane. Oh, the APU may have something to do about it. Yeah, there we go. I must have missed the APU. Okay, let's see now. Let's check make sure we get stabilized here.
112 tree with mic ready to taxi IFR.
These are both on, and we'll confirm it's stabilized.
Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 29er. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold
One thing I
short
want to do
29er,
also
Avianca 112 tree.
is really you kind of want to do this obviously before you start your engines. But anyway, let me go ahead and disconnect our ground services. Jetway disconnection.
Avianca 112 tree. Could you please disconnect the jetway?
Baggage and catering are done, and I have a full payload. Okay, so this 155 passengers, almost maxed out here, and it's like a 1,274 nautical mile flight that I think 2 hours and 50 minutes, something like that. So okay, now let's go ahead and request the pushback.
New Orleans ground Avianca 112 tree requesting pushback.
Alright, it's stabilized and we're looking good there. So let's go ahead and we'll take this item here. I don't always go through the checklist. I'm just doing it now because for the sake of the video, but I mean, plus it's been a little while since I've flown the 320. I mean, I flew it a little bit off and on, just messing around, but well, I like to do it like this. I mean, it takes just a minute, and I mean, it don't take very long, really. Not a minute, but it doesn't take very long to do this, so why not do it the right way? Okay, now we should be getting our pushback here. Let's make sure parking brake is off. Park brake right here, off. Okay, now we're going quick. All right, now we're gonna have them. Let's see. Let me see what runway. First of all, I'm going to do this too. Put that taxi ribbon on. I don't always use this, but I'm going to do it now because, you know, I haven't really flown too much out of the New Orleans airport as of lately, you know. I'm going to just have it stop here because I have plenty of room to turn either direction, so this will be fun.
Avianca 112 tree request to end pushback received.
All right. Now let's go to clearance. I know sometimes it's a little hesitant on here, so for some reason. Then when you click it on your ground, and I'm not sure why. You know why that is. Any of you had problems with this? Recently, it seems like it's maybe since the last update, but I don't know. You see, like I press it, and it came from ground. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll just go to okay, we told me to go to runway 29, so let's just do that. We'll hold short at 29. But my taxi ribbon's not on, so I think 29 is over to the left, please. 29. No, that is to the right. That's going to be to the right. Okay, so it's just going to be right over here. So let's go ahead and taxi out that way. All right, this is an IFR flight. And let's take a look and see. Climb and maintain 13,000. Get that ready. Yeah, this is totally runway 29 right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold short here. And when I get cleared to take off, power up and head on out. I don't want to hit reverse thrust. Not needed just yet. Okay.
New Orleans Tower Avianca 112 ready for departure runway 29er IFR to Coco.
I'll tell you, my frame rate is so much better. And the rating adrenaline software was showing an average of 80 frames a second. And this is on ultra settings, so this has been great. You know, I notice sometimes when I play my videos back, it looks like it's a little choppy sometimes in the videos. I think it may be because of the software I'm using to record with. And I don't normally use OBS. I know a lot of people use OBS, but I've had a lot of issues with OBS in the past. As far as you record and you go back to play your video and it's like lagging. And I've always had that problem with that. Probably different settings, different PCs, and it must be something I'm missing or something, because I always had a problem with OBS. Alright, now let me go ahead and we're cleared to take off, so let's go ahead and power up and get on out of here and head over to let me put increase our range here. Okay, not that it's going to make too much of a difference, but once we get in there we will. Alright, now I did not, you know, I'm just going to kind of go off of my flight plan, my IFR flight plan, but I'm going to do some work in the MCDU as I get up and get the cruise level. Alright, let's go ahead and start powering up. You know, this is going to be a long flight, so I'm trying to keep this video really short. You know, I'm going to try to pack this whole flight into 20 minutes if possible. Once I get to cruise altitude, I'll go away and come back when I get closer to Costa Rica. Okay, and it's about time to rotate. And I'm gonna do it now. Here we go. Rotate. Get that landing gear up. Got a nice positive rate of climb. Now let's go ahead and set the autopilot on. And I'm gonna work with the vertical speed.
125.5
Just
for
do
Avianca
1600 for now.
112 New Orleans departure Avianca 112 is passing 1,600 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Auto throttle is on.
Avianca
But what we're gonna do is back off right here.
29.990, continue to PLNDR as planned.
All right. And we are climbing out of New Orleans International. My speed settings are set at 250, which is fine right now. As you know, from what I understand, really you should be below 200. I think when you're below 10,000 feet. But I never did change it here. You know, let's see. My cruise level is going to be flight level 390. See right here, 250. I could change that. I believe I can change it, but you know, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. My auto throttle is gonna go off of this, so I know that much. Okay, so I had some decent flights with the 320. No, this is, I should mention, this is just the default Sobo A320neo. It's not, you know, the fly-by-wire or anything like that. It's just the regular default. I never did try to fly-by-wire, but I want to. I just haven't tried it yet because I don't normally fly these planes too much. But I do get on my kicks where I want to fly them off and on. You know, I remember a couple of evenings a couple of months ago, a few evenings, I just was, man, just flying the 320 and the 747 just over and over, just going from like New Orleans to Gulfport, you know, which is not even a realistic flight route right there, but you know, because it's just really short, you know. But I was just doing it just to practice takeoffs and landings, and I, you know, got to a point where I was pulling them off really good every time. But man, when I haven't flown them in a while, it gets a little bit, you know, rusty. I get a little rusty because I forget things, you know. Like, well, how do I do that? You know, my main issue with these airliners like this is right here, right here. Okay, the MCDU. It's just, you know, it's just a little bit. I just forget things, but I've been getting the hang of it. I know it's right in your flight plan. There's a lot of where, you know, you're gonna enter a lot of your waypoints and things like that. And I started doing this too. Just pull up the VFR map sometimes before I leave, and I'll just enter my waypoints in. Like, you know, it'll come up with the waypoints a lot of times there, and I can just enter it in here. Anything, like if I want to change the flight plan or anything while in flight, that's what I do. So let's see what's going on here. I'm approaching flight level 7,000. A steady 250 knots. Again, I know it should be under 200 from what I understand. So, but I'm not a real pilot. I'm just a flight simulator. So, but I did take flying lessons before in a Cessna 172. That was a very long time ago. I never did get my PPL, but I had a job at the time that was, you know, hours were really different, and it was, you know, it's making it pretty difficult to finish up my flying lessons. I had an uncle back then, and he had tens of thousands of flying hours, and he was a flight instructor. He owned a few airplanes, and this was out of the Lakefront Airport in Louisiana. And yeah, so I wish I would have finished and got my at least my PPL, but you know, like I said, it was just too many things going on. You know, life gets in the way of things sometimes. And,
8,600 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
And you know,
Avianca,
flying can be quite of an expensive hobby. So what's funny is I got into, yeah, flying can be an expensive hobby, but guess what else? I decided to, oh, I'm gonna get into sailing, which I did, and I ended up bought my first sailboat, which was a Cal 25, and then I went from a Cal 25 to a fairly newer, really miraculously, just really in pristine condition, an old day 22. I went down in size on my second one, but it was really just a nice boat. And then I ended up holding that for a couple of years, and then I purchased a Hunter 33. And a Hunter 33 was, as you guessed, really expensive to maintain, a lot of work, things like that. So sailing really, you may not think so, but it is also quite an expensive hobby. And the bigger the boat gets, the more work and maintenance and money and everything it costs to keep the boat up and maintain it. It's a lot, it's a lot. But it's all fun in the end, And whenever hurricanes come, things like that, you always have to kind of make sure your boat is secured. You have to go check your dock lines and things like that, and it gets to be a lot, sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I learned one thing: you never leave your boat like that. Never leave a boat like that for really, you don't want to leave it no more than a week or two, because it'll start just, you have to maintain it, you have to keep it up, you have to keep cleaning it, and the marine environment is rough, so yeah, there you have it. So that's how things kind of went out for me right there. We are going past 12,000 feet now. Everything's looking good. You know what? My speed is at 320. I'm on auto. I never touched anything, so maybe, I thought, let's see, then switch to 320. Okay, so maybe it's automatically into this flight plan, because I set it up from the very beginning, but not really right here. I set it up, just within the beginning of the screen. When you go, you just select the globe and select where you want to fly from and to. And look at this. All these islands. I think one of them, I want to say, yeah, we're going to fly past right over Grand Isle, right here. That is Grand Isle. In this little area over here is Elmer's Island. I went kayaking out here before, and we take the kayaks right there on this waterway. See where my mouse pointer is? Right down this waterway out here, and landed right on these beaches right here. Nice trip. And I've been to Grand Isle many a times, because I'm from Louisiana, But but obviously, because of my name, if you notice my channel name here, Gulf Coast Sim, I live on Mississippi Gulf Coast now. So I've been here for a few years now, but most of the time, my whole life I've been in Louisiana, Kenner, Greater New Orleans area, Mandeville, so born and raised there. So we're at 12,000 feet. Let's see, did they give us any 13? Oh yeah, no more instructions. 13,000. Oh, flight level 190. Okay. Oh yeah, is that me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 1123. Okay. So let me climb and maintain flight level 190. Let's get up there.
Avianca 112, please expedite your climb.
How are we doing? Oh, look at this view. Isn't this nice? Look at that. And you can get a look at Elmer's Island. Elmer's Island, right down here. My dad used to take us out there when we were little bitty kids, and it must have been like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. We used to go camping out here many a times. It's a long, long time ago, and I've been to Grand Isle quite a few times as well. So yeah, it's pretty nice down there. I mean, the water is not. I mean, don't expect Florida waters out there, and nor expect that in Mississippi either. Once you reach Alabama and go further east, you'll start. The water gets cleaner and cleaner as you head east, or as you head south out into the Gulf a little ways. Like, in the past, out by Ship Island and things like that, the water used to be pretty nice. It's nicer out there than what it is, closer in. It's been a long time since I've been out there. I think I'm going to increase my rate of climb. I mean, this is a long flight, but I'm going to just go up to 2,000. I'm so used to flying smaller aircraft, I get stuck in that 1,000 to 1,500 rate of climb, and this is a 320, so it can easily do 2,000 without much struggle at all. Especially from this altitude. Yeah, looks like this flight plan is coming out well. Let's see. Yeah, it's following the waypoints, and so. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be all right when I come down to do my landing. So look at all of these oil rigs just dotted all along the Gulf Coast right there, just everywhere. They do a lot of drilling and stuff. It's a lot of rigs out here. $17,000 feet. Okay, everything seems to be going well right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna climb to about to max cruise altitude, but it's looking like it's going well right now. So what I'll do is I'll come back as I get closer to Costa Rica and start the approach or whatever, or as I start getting near there, because like I said, I would like to try to keep this video short, and already it's going to go over 20 minutes. Okay, but you're not going to want to sit here and watch a cruise level like this for 2, almost 3 hours, I guess, unless you enjoy listening to me talk, which that's fine if you do. But as far as now, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so
Climb and maintain flight level
let's hold
250
here.
Avianca 112 tree.
250. Let's get that set. So we just climbing on up. All right. So I'll see you all soon, and I'll let you know when I come back. I'll let you know where I'm at and how things went. If I had any issues or anything, which is highly unlikely. All right. I'll be back. See you soon.
Good day.
Okay. I have reached cruising altitude and been at flight level 390, and I'm approaching the Mexican coast, and the flight attendants have already started serving drinks and snacks in the cabin. Passengers have been having a comfortable ride, and at airspeed 451, ground speed 516, and just below 70% on the N1 and 240 speed. So yeah, maybe it's been a pretty efficient cruise here, and it's going well. And at this point, we're approximately about halfway to Costa Rica now. Once you hit the Mexican coast, it looks like it's about halfway up there, so yeah, from New Orleans it's about a halfway point, roughly, you know. And so yeah, you can see the beaches here, on the shore right there, Mexico. And clouds are pretty much gone. It's clear, you know, and other than really at a distance here, so weather's really nice. All right, so we're going to continue our way into Costa Rica, and I'll come back again when I am starting the descent and approach. All right, I'll see you soon. Okay, I just started my descent into Costa Rica. So I'm going to drop down to flight level 270, and the flight has been really good so far. Surprisingly good. Great weather, and here's you can see the approach. Get a little, I can maybe zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, you can kind of see right here. Okay, so yeah, it's coming along really good. Over 40 nautical miles from this next waypoint, and then when I get here, I'm just coming right around and land. Now, sometimes I have to adjust my altitude. It doesn't always want to get the proper altitude, but I am, you know, this is all IFR, so you know it's having me go down to 27,000 feet. But sometimes they don't always have me get low enough or something, you know. A lot of times it seems like I'm too high. Like right now, I'm at 34,000 feet, and I'm not very far away. But I mean, you know, I might have to increase my rate of descent at very least. So I'm 2,500 feet a minute there. So if it looks like it's going to take, I would like to be down to at least, you know, according to this here. I believe, according to this, I should be at flight level 185 when I get to Pirates. So, I mean, and that's only 34 miles. So I don't know if I'm going to be at that. So let me go ahead and increase this. If my speed starts getting too high, I'll put my speed brakes on a little bit. And this is one of those things, a long flight like this, you kind of want to land good, you know. So I think we're going to try to pull it off. We'll see how it goes, you know. I think I'll do just fine. Let's see. But I'm kind of concerned about this altitude. You know, they should have had me go down sooner, you know. I mean, man, how steep a descent do I need? They told me to go down to flight level 270. And, I mean, look at that. 27.4 nautical miles. So, but I'm going to follow it. Once I hit 270, I'm sure they're going to have me drop down to like, you know, 17, 18, something right out there. So it might be okay. Let's see, we had 80, so I could probably zoom into 80 and get a good view of everything. Yeah, look at that. Nice visibility coming on down into Costa Rica. Go ahead and stick things on here. Seat belts, because we're starting our descent. I kind of want everybody seated right about now. Okay, so my descent is slowing a bit because I'm coming up on 27,000. So let's see if they're gonna have me go down lower. They should have me go down lower right now, because if they don't, I'm gonna go down on my own. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down lower because I don't want to be too high. Not to go around. There we go. All right, that's great. That's perfect.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet, Avianca 112 tree.
I might be able to decrease this descent rate a little bit more, maybe 3,000. But let me see how it goes. Where's it saying I should be at here? Okay, it's saying on this next waypoint 16. Wait, this looks kind of strange, because when you look at it, flight level 240, why would I be at 240 right here? And then 14,000 right there. No, so that's not gonna do it there. I may should have adjusted those before, but it automatically enters that in when you select, fly to and from on the map. And so okay, that might be right, because look, it's going to be right here, those OC waypoints, and then I'm not going to start the approach to right here, kind of right here. So 505, and we said 506. Yeah, so I'll still have time to get down to the right altitudes before I come in. I just don't know why it's going to have me jump to 240 right here, and it says B, so I'm not really sure, but we'll see. I'm just going to kind of go by what Central America Center's advising me here. Okay, so we at Paris. So now we're gonna proceed to OC 505, and it says it should be at 16,000, but they directed me at 13. That's just what's in the flight plan here, but I think I'm gonna just kind of use that for reference. And as soon as I hit flight level 130, then 13,000 feet, what I'm going to do is they're probably going to ask me to descend maybe down to about 8,000, I'm thinking, or they might not. They might just have me continue on course. And if I start getting close here and I'm still at 13, I'm going to start getting nervous. I'm like, oh man, come on, let me go down, So we'll see how it goes. It's been a good flight. I want it to end well, Nice shot there. Coming up on 19,000 now. And I'm only descending at 2,200, but yet I have it over here 3,500. And I'm thinking because it's trying to hold this speed. So, but I guess that's a good rate to set. Now, if I want to, I can put in some spoilers. Let's put in a little bit of spoilers. And I bet you it's going to go down. Yeah, you see? It'll go down because it doesn't want to go any faster than what it's set at right here. So, as soon as I put in the spoilers, Okay, so now they tell me 16,000 feet, so
Descend and maintain 16,000
just
feet.
told me
Keep speed not above
13,000.
280 knots. Avianca
Okay, so
112 tree.
let's stop it at 16 then. And I think it's going to go kind of past it. Oh no, it's not. It's leveling off. And I don't have to keep my speed brakes on now. I just wanted to get it slow down so I can do a steeper descent. That peak over here. When I first flew into Costa Rica, this was several months ago. I want to say I had a 747, and I think if I remember, I crashed into one of these mountains because, you know, I was starting my approach and I was looking down like, let me show you what I was doing, okay? Looking at this, okay? And I didn't realize, but I was just kind of like, I really wasn't doing total IFR. It was kind of a little on VFR because I messed up the flight plan. So yeah, and I was just looking right here and bam, you know, ran into the side of it. But by the time I realized, you know, they had mountains and hills in this area, and I was descending right into it. By the time I realized it was too late, you know. Okay, we at 16,000 feet. What do you all want us to do next? I'm going to get ready to go ahead and set it lower. I'm thinking it's going to have me go around 8,000. Where is this one? Oh man. So I'm wondering why I don't see a. Oh, we don't need that. Why don't I see anything after that? Right, like right here. You know, I just see Barra and then runway 7. So what is? Shouldn't it be having the rest of these here? Oh, maybe not, because maybe that's where the. Oh yeah, it does. It does have them. Okay, right here. I guess it's adding them as I go. You know.
Avianca 112 tree descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Oh, that's not much of a descent. They're gonna push it to.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
And I can be
Avianca
satisfied they
112
have me
tree.
coming in here too fast. Get those speed brakes on. Keep this thing slowed down. Below our targeted speed. I have to. I'm gonna change it back to 3,000 or maybe just 2,500, and decrease our range some. So that Otina is right after this one. So yeah, maybe it's gonna add it as we go along. Okay, well, that'll have to work. Now I might have to put the auto throttle off. Let me just go ahead and get this throttle ready in case I have to do that. I'll go right about here. That way, in case I have to turn off the auto throttle and come in manually with the speed, I can do that. Let's not mess up here, man. Come on, I have 155 passengers on board this plane, man. You know, we don't want to mess up here. All right, so looking good. Now let me go ahead and it's revved pretty high. Look at this. That's because I got my speed brakes on. You can slow down now.
Avianca 112 tree descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
12,000 feet.
112 tree.
Pop some more speed brakes in. Not as much as we put in last time. That should be enough. I'm only going at 2,500 feet a minute. That's not too much. So we're gonna get ready to turn our approach on pretty shortly here. I believe, I want to understand, I think when you get to this here, you need to turn it DC, DSL, whatever you want to call it. I think right here, because I noticed all the flight plans had this, I'm thinking that that's when you should start the approach. You know, but I've started the approach out a lot further than right here before, more than one time, and it seemed to work pretty well. Not above 250, so the speed looks good. Right here, at 240. Yeah, look, we're looking right here. We got this next waypoint coming up. Where is 272? And why don't I see that here? Oh, it's probably right, like on here or something.
Avianca 112 tree descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Avianca 112 tree.
We're gonna get that approach mode on shortly. I still have the speed brakes on. I think I'm gonna release them mostly right now. Let's go to about 20. Man, that's really a pretty scene right there. The clouds coming on in here to Costa Rica. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and engage approach really soon. It's at this point here, so let me see what. It's going to come on here.
Avianca 112 tree, you are 2 tree miles west. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Yankee runway 07 approach via Otaina transition. Cleared to Otaina. Avianca 112 tree climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
And why are you telling me to? See, they told me to descend 8,000, and they're saying to climb to 10,000 feet. We're gonna stay at 8. We're going down to 8.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 07 approach via Otaina transition.
Am I gonna be
Cleared
too
to
low?
Otaina. Avianca 112 tree.
Avianca 112 tree contact approach on 120.5. Good day.
Now I'm getting concerned.
Going to 120.5. Avianca 112 tree.
Oh no, it looks clear,
Approach
right? Look at
Avianca
this.
112 tree
The
is
hell is
passing
this?
8,300 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
I'm not climbing, I'm descending. They told me to go on 8,000 feet. We're going down to 8,000 feet, so I can leave it at that. Okay, yeah, there's clouds here. There's no reason to be climbing to 10,000 feet. I'm trying to land this plane. We're not trying to take over. Let me go ahead and get the approach on. I think it's good. You see, ILS runway 7. It's, you know, there's no reason why I can't put that on now. And I think the localizer too. I don't see why not. So let me go ahead and get this here geared down right here. All right. 27. Now let's see if we can follow this, okay. Yeah, see, they're going to tell me to go down 8,000 anyway, so... Yeah, I'm going to have to watch...
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, Avianca.
Really watch this because, if it doesn't start descending properly, because I might need to, we're looking for a descent here really soon because it needs to get down lower, you know? Where does it say I need to be at? 75, alright, 272. And I think we passed that, right? Oh no, 261. Yeah, we probably should be a little lower than this. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you we need to be lower. That's way too high. Alright, let's try to get our landing lights on.
Avianca 112 descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
I think I'm a little too soon
Descend
with the
and
approach.
maintain
Maybe I could have left
6,000 feet,
it
Avianca
off.
112.
Let's get this plane down, okay? 6,000 feet. I think we're way close enough. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, you know what? It actually, that's not... I should be higher because look at it here. Let's just decrease this a little bit. Okay, I got a runway in the sight too, right here. So yeah, no, we need to get the plane down for sure. Okay. In fact, we'll start putting some flaps in. We were too high. That's the bottom line. Okay, so.
Avianca 112 you are 14 miles west of Coco. Contact Coco Tower on 118.6 when inbound on the approach.
Go ahead. I don't
Tower
even
on
play
118.6
3,000.
Avianca 112.
Coming up on 5,000 here.
Coco Tower Avianca 112 13 miles west inbound ALS Yankee runway 07 approach.
Avianca 112
We lined up well. Okay, so
altimeter 29.904 when 092 at
but
tree.
why do we look like we really low? I guess it's the rate of descent. I think I'm getting a little too aggressive. So let's go to
Coco Tower Avianca 112 inbound ILS
because
Yankee runway
I think
07 approach.
when it's above this yellow line, I think it's showing that I'm
Avianca
too low. I
112
need to be
Coco Tower.
higher. You know.
Altimeter 29.905.
Let's just get it down to
092
2,000 and
at
leave
tree.
it there. But
Cleared ILS
I mean,
Yankee
the runway is right
07
here.
approach.
It's really close to me.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 07 approach Avianca 112.
Man, that's kind of low. Let's get this plane up a little bit. Okay, let's get it up a little bit. I'm kind of getting concerned now here. Just a little bit. I'll feel a little bit better at 3,000. Localize is on, so how come it's not following it? Oh yeah, wait a minute. You know, I went too high. That's why we need to be lower. We need to be below 2,000 feet to grab that. Man, I'm messing up a little bit here, but I think I'll get it down. We're gonna put our landing gear down shortly.
Avianca 112 when 092 at tree.
Okay, I think it's doing the approach for sure now. I think, because
Clear to land runway 07
I'm at
Avianca
1,000.
112.
why does it look like I'm too low? I'm at 2,700 feet.
500.
Yeah, there's an issue going on here. Let's take the auto. Let's take it off because what's happening is getting too low. That 2,700 is not going to work in this area, okay? I think the speed is looking decent enough. Alright, we're gonna take off the auto throttle. Now, okay. I still think I can get it down pretty well. Might have to work a little bit, but that's alright.
400. 300.
Oh, get up, get up, get up.
200.
You see, the mistake I made here is, man, I'm getting some frame rate issues. This is my new computer. That's strange. I haven't got that in a while. I'll get it down, but man, it got kind of scary right there. Oh, a lot of times I get in a bad habit of just slowing down a little too much, and I think I'm doing it now. Can we pull out? Can we pull out?
200.
Oh, yeah, all right. I think this is going to work out.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
There we go. We are there. Okay, a little bit, scary, I'm not gonna lie, on that landing, but I did it. But you know, it's like, it wasn't the best, it wasn't my favorite. I've done better before, but it worked. Okay, so let's just leave it at that. You know, I do have sweaty palms, but hey, you know, it's okay. The passengers didn't know totally what was going on. They might have just said, man, look a little low. So, all right, let's get on into this gate.
Avianca 112 turn next taxiway.
All right. I'm not going down there and turn
Avianca
like that.
112
I could turn the taxiway off. Let's cut that off. It's not necessary. It's I'm just going to go right there.
Avianca 1123. Ground Avianca 1123 taxi to the gate.
Avianca 1123 taxi to gate 23 via taxiway Alpha.
Okay, so yeah, it's been
Taxi
mostly
to
an
gate
uneventful
23,
flight,
Taxiway Alpha Avianca
and
1123.
some nice scenery coming into the Mexican coast and into Costa Rica. Nice weather. And yeah, this is a wrap, folks. This is a done deal. Walking brakes on. And
Ground Avianca 1123, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
get the jetway connected.
The jetway is going to be connected.
And get this aircraft, we'll get it shut down. Okay, this is a logbook of the flight. Okay, now, oh, trust me, the total time of the flight was a lot longer than this. Probably at least, it was probably closer to 3 hours. Now, the reason why it's at 1:31 here is because once I hit cruise and everything was running nice and stable, I usually, on long flights like this, I'll usually increase the sim rate either 1 or 2 times. It depends on how much time I have. Not always. A lot of times I'll do it in real time. Like if I was live, I would just go real time. But you know, for the sake of this video, and I went ahead and did, I want to say between 1 and 2 times here and there throughout the cruise, until I got a little closer to Costa Rica and started the descent. Okay, so there you have it. plane is in Costa Rica, as you can see here on the IFR map. But you know, last time I did, you know, I did have it at one point where I was, you know, pulling off the IFR flights and the approaches and everything perfectly, but without even touching the plane. You know, I think I think not listening to the air traffic control this time was probably not a good thing because obviously when I was at 2,700 feet, really the elevation is higher out here. So actually, the whole deal was that 2,700 feet was more like 500 feet. So that's why they were having me go 8,000 feet. So yeah, okay. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna do a proper shutdown. Okay, sternal power on. Turn off these switches here. Okay, that's all off, and also batteries and pumps we can turn off. All right, I think I got everything covered here, and I don't think I need a generator on just yet using external power. Okay, let's see, one more thing here. No, I got everything. I think it's all. Obviously, you don't need your seatbelts on anymore. Okay. All right, so there you have it, and I hope you all enjoyed the flight. And if you like this kind of content, just please, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and comment. You know, if you see me doing anything wrong, whatever, flying these planes, let me know. You know, like I said, the 320s, the airliners are not typically something I fly this, but I do have my times when I do fly these planes off and on. I get on my kicks every now and then when I'll do nothing but fly these. You know, and other times, you know, I'll just fly seaplanes and things like that. But you know, they're good fun when you get used to them, but I think, you know, like I said, I don't remember exactly. At one point, I was just acing them, man, one after another, and I didn't fly them in a while after that. I started forgetting things, so, and the result was what you're seeing here, but hey, the plane is in one piece. All 155 passengers safe. Hey, look at this. Up in here. I never even noticed that. Huh. So I guess they're going to go just kind of fall at the end there. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh well. And I just noticed that, okay? Alright, well, thanks for watching, and bye for now.